The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lawson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Gets the back moving. Looks as if he's going to run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw. Makes the grab. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Oh, he wants it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to throw, it's Grimes. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Gonna look downfield again. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Lawson. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He wants to change this route. Taylor wants to throw it. The short hands, it's Harris. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. At the 45 on his way. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Calls his own number. Flying down the right side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to throw. It's Grimes.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting, and you've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game, because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. He'll keep it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Taylor wants to throw. It's complete to the right. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll run the option. Breaks the tackle. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback making checks. Taylor wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. These corners going to give them some space. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner is stopped. Have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Taylor wants to throw. With the catch, it's Brown. At the 35, he's loose. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out fast. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. This is a designed run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Right out trying to get it in. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. The option look. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense.
Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
To the air, it's Grimes. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Georgia going up tempo. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington.
Great defense.
From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Owen. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Grimes. Got it in the middle. It's White. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Right on target the first time. Now he'll
tighten up Cedric Piper.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. Turning it on! That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first. At the 20, he's got space. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. They'll run it. It's Taylor. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Georgia comes quickly to the line. To the running back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lawson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Brown. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. From the gun. Give on the inside. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense playing a bail technique. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Hill. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Georgia going up tempo. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. To the air. It's Grimes. Hauls it in. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The snap sets up the throw. He's got him in the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They are up by 21 over Maryland. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The give is to Smith. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Washington wants to go quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the back. Taylor wants to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Washington right back to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
To the ground. He's got it again. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock it down at the 17. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He leaves it with his back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now on the move. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Taylor wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Trying to barrel in. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
Great job by the defense there on third down, allowing the catch but not allowing him in the end zone. They are playing big with their backs against the wall with the game on the line. Fourth down.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Uvas game.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make
Clutch.
it a field goal edge.
Let's go.
Taylor wants to throw. Incomplete on the two-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a one-point lead.
20, Georgia, 19.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Wiley. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The DBs will back off a bit. They want to run this quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Dropping back, it's Grimes. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just.
And the quarterback, Homer Goulet, sacked at the 12.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Wants to fire on second down. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to it. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting it done.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The defense will try to hold up one more time, under 2 minutes to go. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Here we go. Break. Let's go. 180.
Using his feet. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Great blitz.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Dropping back, it's Grimes. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Back to pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Spins away from the defender. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. 4th down, gotta have it here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah.